Good morning, children, and welcome back. How are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So, today we are going to learn about a beautiful poem named My Magic Shell. Children, have you ever collected shells in a beach? Whenever we go to a sea beach, we love to collect the beautiful, colorful shells lying on the wet sand. So, children, from these colorful shells, we can also make different decorative items in our home. We can make beautiful photo frames, or you can just paste it in your pencil boxes, or you can paste it in a clay pot and make it into a decorative item, and lots more. So, just look around your home or ask your mother to show some real shells today. My Magic Shell is an 8 lines poem comprising of some rhyming words. So before we begin, let's have a look at the rhyming words. The first set of rhyming words in the poem: blue, new. Now, children, how to find out rhyming words in a poem? You have to look for the same sound of the words. Now, what is the last sound of blue? Blue, oo sound. New, oo sound. So these two words have similar sounds. Oo, blue, new. So these are the two rhyming words. Again, what is the next set of rhyming words? Tide, inside. What is the last sound of tide? Tide, the sound. Inside, the sound. The sound. So tide and inside are the two rhyming words in the poem. So how many rhyming words are there? Blue, new, tide, inside. So these are the rhyming words from the poem My Magic Shell. Now coming to the poem, the poet here talks about the different types of colorful shells that we find in a sea beach. Shells can be of different sizes or shapes. Some can be small, some can be medium in their size, or some can be big. Now, coming to the first two lines, the poet here talks about three different colorful shells. So, what are the three different colors he mentions in these lines? Pink shells, white shells, and shells colored blue. So, he mentions about the three colors pink, white, and blue that finds in this sea beach. The next two lines: smooth shells, crinkle shells, old shells, and new. So, in the next two lines, he talks about the smooth shells. Now, for example, when you touch a paper or when you sense glass, when you hold a glass, so how do you feel? You feel it very smooth. So some shells are very smooth. And the next word, crinkled. What is the meaning of crinkled? Let me give you a classroom situation, and you do this crinkling things in your classrooms. You make paper balls and throw it to your friends at times. So when you make a paper ball, and for example, if by chance you open that, what will you find? You'll find that the paper has formed many lines in it, and there are many creases in that paper. So that is the meaning of crinkled. Crinkle means having many lines, small lines or creases. So some shells that we find in the beach are crinkled, or they have many lines in it, and some shells that we find in the beach are very old and some are very new. The next two lines: striped shells and plain shells. Now, children, can you tell me which animal has stripes on their body? Yes, it's zebra. Now, zebras have black and white stripes. So, similarly, some shells that we find in a beach have stripes. They can be black or white, they can be pink or white, orange or white, and many other. And some shells are just plain one color. And how they are lifted by the tide. Now the shells, how they accumulate in the beach. It's all because of the tide. Now, what is the meaning of tide? Tide means the rising and the falling of the sea waves. So, with the waves comes these shells in the sea beach. And the last two lines, my shell is magic, the sea sings inside. Now, this little girl, she finds a shell and she holds it over her ears. So, what she hears? She hears a strange sound that is coming from inside the shell, and the sound is like the roaring of the waves. So, she thinks that it is the sound of, of the sea. But in reality, it is not the sound of the sea. In reality, the shells, the sounds that are produced is all because of the vibration, the sounds that are nearby or surrounding us. So, it is not the roaring sound of the sea that we hear inside a she shell. So, it's all because of the innocence of this little girl that she thinks that it is the roaring sound of the sea that she hears inside this shell, and she thinks it to be a magic shell. So, this is all about the poem. Now we will do with one experiment. Thank you.